Anubis. Now, number 5 is Anubis because he has a okay early game. He's clears okay, but he's just got so much burst. You can build Book of 4th, but sometimes it's safe to go the Warlock's Ash, so you have more tankiness because he has no escape. Yeah, make you more safe in team fights and stuff, so you can actually get away if the jungle focuses you, or someone gets to the backline and focuses you out. Now, relic wise, it's probably best to get beads, so you get no CC on you, because as soon as CC hits you, you're just instantly going to get bursted down. Also, sprint is okay to pick up, sanctuary is an okay pick up, depending on team comps. Sprints is very there to get away easier as well. Blink can be coming into play as well, but that's advanced Anubis play, I guess, because you can get them blinks in, get like the stun off, get the whole combo off, and look at how much damage you do. The reason Anubis is number 5 is because of his burst. Now, if you see this robot, all it is that's all he does, and they're dead, and he's still going with his combo's still going even though they're dead. And same with his ult too. If they get an easy combo, like an easy grip on you, and you have no beats to CC cleanse it, you're dead. You can't fight it. And also when you're fighting Anubis, he mostly actually puts his stuff down so you can't hit him. So when like he gets ganked or something by an assassin, he just can put hands on the floor, and they have to get close to do melee. So he's just here, sitting in the middle of it, doing these plague as well, and you literally just can't do no damage to him because he has that Warlock's XYASAR also, so he's like really tanky as well, and he can just sit there doing that all day to you. As long as you have a easy game with Anubis, like you had early, you can get that Warlock's XYASAR going, get him stacks, be able to burst the lane players down, so that's why he's number 5. xYASAR-BOIx. Now, xYASAR-BOIx is number 4 because he's also similar to Anubis. You can go Book of 4 for the crazy burst, or you can just go Warlocks for the tankiness because he has no escape also. But in return, he has got probably the most burstiest damage in the game, from my opinion. With him also same relics as Anubis, you go sprint, purification. But here I'm going to show you what he's actually capable of, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know why he's. Just look at this. There's so many numbers there that you just can't. You can't even work out what he hits. I'll just show you on Raw. It's crazy, man. And he's dead. It's just. I don't know why this is a god. It doesn't work in my head. It's just crazy. He just does his whole kit and they're dead. But then because he has that quick cooldown with Kronos, it's just he gets it all back again. Like, and it's back up. And also you can the things you throw, like these bodies, see the bodies on the floor, you can also eat these. And look at the cooldown. The cooldown just instantly goes down. But look at the cooldown, watch. Like, it's insane. Imagine if you, like, this is just the build that you'll probably have to build. Like, you could put like this in there, but that is just like very risky because it's a lot of money. It's really hard to get online, and and it ends up setting you back because how much it costs. But if you're late game, you've got the money left over and you can sell Obsidian Shard for it, then go ahead, because he's going to be so much more burst. I will show you his burst right now. No, I don't even need to do a circle. And it's like, look at that. None of them abilities hit him except from the X to explode them. And his health, not even existent. And this is why xYASAR-BOIx is just stupidly OP. No, xYASAR-BOIx is coming up in number 4. Carly. Alright, now we're at top 3. And 3 is Carly, of course. People might think why, because she's never even picked really, because I don't even know, man. She's, in my opinion, she is just ridiculously OP. Her ult is just, she can't die, so as long as you can hit your autos and you have Fatalis, it's just you don't get off them, that you don't get off targets, you just stick on them. So you just melt them. You have Fatalis, and then you can go for like, this is not the order you could buy the items in though. I'm not going to do that. So you can have just some pen. You could even have some crit in there. Probably a little bit more attack speed. Definitely Quins would be a really good pickup because basic attack gods. And then also you could probably pick up more pen. Like this is a basic attack item for gods, a basic attack gods. It does a lot of damage and it's pen. Don't really need that much crit to be honest. Relics, I would say go for beads 100% because when she's in her ult she can actually get CC'd. So that would be a really good pickup. Curse is also good because sometimes if you like miss your autos, if you're a person that can't hit autos all the time consistently, then Curse is a really good pickup because if you miss an auto and you lose the Fatalis chain, then you'll get back up to it because they're cursed. So that's a good pickup. And I will show you right now how, look, she's really quick, and if this was a moving player, you're just stuck to them like glue. They can't get away from you. So it's like, it's right. And the biggest thing is her passive, because her passive is people that are marked like Ra, because Ra's the only person who's the only one with the mark. If you see it next to his name, he has that symbol. That means that's their target, Kali's target. And if say if I kill him now, I get 80% of the heal. And assist is still 15%, so anyway, as long as you focus the right targets in team fights, you're just not gonna die. And especially if you can't die also because of our ultimate. Like if you get really low and you think you can't kill him in time, ult, you can't die, and boom, they're dead. So Kali is just that easy to kill, and because there's always the back line that you need to get with an assassin. If you're playing assassins in the jungle, you want to go for the mages in the back line. If you're Kali, you could just leap to the back line. Someone tries to CC you, beads. As soon as that hits you, you need to beads because she is super squishy. She would take a lot of damage really quick. So you need to be quick on the ult sometimes. Sometimes the ult, you need to be like, even if you're like half health, you probably should hit it because the burst of people if they focus Kali is ridiculous. So as long as you do that, she is just gonna be a monster. So that's why Kali is number 3. Ao Kuang, oh my lord. Now Ao Kuang, oh, where do we start with Ao Kuang? There's a really big tip for Ao Kuang also with the abilities. You want to keep 1 point into his ult because it's only got an execution threshold of 30% and it doesn't increase anymore. That just makes it so if you keep bursting down a god, there's no difference in how quicker you're going to be able to ult them because the threshold's just the same, 30% all the time. So you might as well keep that as level 1 and then level it last. Beneficial for all your other abilities, more damage and stuff. And now let's get into the build. We'll be out and probably like, you want to go pen. Well, in Conquest you definitely want to be starting like that, because if you start boots, not a lot of people do this. I see a lot of people making this mistake. They start with boots 1, which is a bad mistake because he has no damage because he's a mage. So starting that against a physical jungler as well, because most people play assassins, it's going to be a massive boost for you. And then straight after that, you're probably going to go straight back into boots and then get the helm, get poly straight away. That's just the effect of poly right now. Look, there's, see, I use my X and it affects poly, so the burst is just unreal. The burst, you know, see what I mean? Soul Reaver because it's OP. Rod 2 standard OP, and then that. Late game, you're probably gonna want to sell this back though, because you've got enough pen, and you can just go for whatever you feel like. To be honest, situation, you can go for like If there's slows on the other team, obviously you can go for Wing Blade, got attack speed in there a little bit as well if you like to basic a bit with Falcon. Some people like to go Fataz Falcon, but it's not for me. I don't like doing that because I like the burst instead of the chasing the player, because the burst is more valuable than chasing him down with the Fatalis. So I'd say you could probably just go more burst. That's I'd probably go myself, more burst, just like 100 magical damage right off the bat, and it's got life steal. You're not gonna be getting that fucking damage because in fights you just be life stealing it back while you're fighting. Look how much better than the burst. Unreal. Now the reason Alcorn is number 2 is this reason is the ult. Now the ult, you don't even have to kill the target. As you see, he's got an X on him now because I've burst him down to like 30%, below 30%, and all you have to do is ult, and he's dead. You don't even, with Alcorn, you don't even have to kill the target to actually kill him, if that makes sense in a way, because you don't need to kill him because the ult is 30% health. So as soon as they're on 30%, they're basically dead anyway. So as soon as that's happened, that was just a dash and my free, but he's making him that much health. You can kill him easy. Like if it's an easy target, I'd suggest killing them normally without the ult. If it's a hard target, that's where you want to be using your ult. If it's a target on the tower, if you're in the middle of like the whole team, if you want to just get in and get out really quickly, it's the best opportunity to use your ult. Because if you're stuck in the middle of the team and you're just killing them, and then you have no getaway because your dash is okay, but then they will chase you down and probably most likely kill you. I just suggest using your ult, getting yourself out of there, jumping across the map and back in, because it's too risky otherwise. And that's why Alcorn is number 2. Crazy man. Number 1, Loki. Yeah, everyone probably saw it coming. I'll explain why. Now Loki, everyone probably saw it coming that Loki was going to be number 1 because of how frequently he's used and how quick he kills people. Everyone goes Transcendence first and gets stacks by upgrading his decoy first, but I don't do this because I find it boring and tedious. So I go for straight damage, pen, just full pen, just melts people, and I either go for a crit or Bloodforge because I'm scum. Yes. Because with Bloodforge, obviously the passive is when you kill someone, you get movement speed, and I'm that type of guy to ult someone under tower, squishy, just get out with the speed. Is ridiculous. It just works so well. As you see, he's square, puts dots on people, and this is where I get very effective because I level his ult with 1. And literally leave it as 1 to the end. Well, I level it up when I'm leveling the decoy because the decoy, I don't use decoy that much, only to do the auto cancels. But I level up the square and the circle to full, and then start leveling his ult because it's more effective that way, I feel. And this is just, it shreds. Like I'll explain something. When Loki players actually come for you, you can actually hear his footsteps. There's actually a secret sound. It's like if you're, as long as you're not listening to music or something, you can probably hear it. And there's a little tip as well with his ult. Most players actually give away their ult really lot because they go in Viz. As soon as you hear, you know he's gonna ult. So as long as you got Sanctuary, you just use your Sanctuary and you usually count it. Because most people don't play Loki correct. All I do is if I'm wanting to kill someone that's tanky, I'll mostly like go for the poke and then go for the ult, because there's no point of ulting straight away because you're not going to probably get the kill. They're just going to get away. And as you see here, I go in Viz, auto, do my decoy, auto again, and then do my circle and then auto. This is because this is auto cancelling. Auto cancelling is basic attacks. It's all spread out for different numbers. As you see here, I'll show you. 3-4-1, 1-2-1. Next one's 1-2-1, and then his final hit is a 5-12. So his first hit, this is your 4-1. Say if you went in invis, hit you hit that, and then hit again. You're hitting like, I think it's 0.5 of the actual damage. So if you auto cancel, you do that, then you do that. It resets your auto attacks back to the first hit, so you won't be doing that hit anymore. You'll be hitting straight 341, and then because you do that, and it cancels it back to the first auto you did. So bang, it works out if you do it on a like raw. Let me see it on raw. You'll see the numbers be all the same. It's that quick because it sets it back to that first hit you're hitting every time there's the first auto. And also everyone knows Loki for his ult. And then it's Loki's just that god. Everyone, people play to be dicks because he's so OP. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. The only reason he is OP though is because people don't know how to counter him usually, and he's just that new people stomper, and he's like, when beginners are playing, he's that god that everyone gets mad at because he's just always around killing you because you're just starting up the game. I remember when I first started the game, I always had to come up against a Loki. I ended up buying Loki first because I thought he was just that good, and it turns out I was just really bad at the game back then. And he's really actually easy to counter as long as you know what you're doing. But Loki's burst, OP, very squishy if he's in a team fight though. I'd suggest not playing him in Conquest or something. Maybe solo if you feel like you're not going to get a good team, I guess. But if you're against a good team, I don't recommend it. That is why Loki is #1. And thanks for watching.